Good morning, friends. So, in our last class, we had discussed about the major beneficial of organic as well as chemical fertilizer. So now in this class, we are discussing about the differences between fertilizer and manure. See, we had discussed about rotation, crop rotation. If you remember, right? Let's revise it. Crop rotation means what? Alternation or alternating the crop type. See, for example, in one season, if I am introducing wheat and in the next season I am introducing leguminous plant. See, there is a reason between these. Wheat is sucking all the nutrients from the soil. That means at the end of that crop, our soil become without nutrient, right? Less of nutrient and become unfertilized. But while in the next session or in the next season, if I am applying leguminous plant, then what? We know leguminous plants mean high rich protein crops and that require nitrogen. In our atmosphere, we know we are having 78% of nitrogen in our environment. But we cannot directly use that nitrogen. Same happened with plant body. Plant they cannot use directly nitrogen from the air. They require some media and that media is a bacteria. And that bacterial name is what? Rhizobium, and we can also call it as a nitrogen fixing bacteria. Why rhizobium known as nitrogen fixing bacteria? We know that nitrogen fixing, right? Those bacteria who can fix nitrogen from the environment for the plant. Again I am repeating, those bacteria which are fixing atmospheric nitrogen in the soil for plants or for plants benefit. Those bacteria we can call it as a nitrogen fixing bacteria, right? So if we are introducing leguminous plant, then obviously and for sure soil is rich or soil become rich with nitrogen. So again soil gain nutrient or again soil gain nice fertility, right? Then what is the advantage we had already discussed? That is water retention capacity, very nice. Second it is what? With the help of crop rotation, we can sustain our nutrient in the soil, right? So these all are the major advantage for the crop rotation. And farmers mostly knows this, but sometimes illiterate farmers are there. They don't know how to grow a plant, how to maintain the fertility in the soil. So here this kind of awareness program are or has been started by the government since long. And with the help of these kind of techniques, we can reduce the usage of chemical fertilizer. Simple, right? Because chemical fertilizer is not easy or not beneficial to use. That is very worst for soil as well as human being, because it can create a land and water both pollution. Land pollution because we are adding chemicals inside the land, and water pollution because we know that after adding soil or after adding manure we have to give a water, and that chemical mixed with water and goes down towards underground water, and underground water will also pollute it. So that is, so many drawbacks are there for chemical fertilizer. So here simple 4 points are there in the differences between fertilizer and manure. This is a 2 marks question asked in your exam about the differences between fertilization or fertilizer and manure. So the first very important point is fertilizer made up of inorganic salt. That means chemicals are there. We can say that chemicals are used to prepare fertilizer, right? Whereas in manure, we know that how to prepare a manure. If you remember our classes, then you must know that. First of all, just collect all the dead particles of plant and animal body, right? Keep it one side, let them decompose. How to decompose? We know that microorganisms, and that microorganisms or that microbacteria is known as decomposer. That decomposer decompose that material, and at the end of that decomposer particle, our farmers just spread out in the field. So this organic or that manure is made up of organic matter. Organic means natural matter, in which plant, animal dung, three portion: plants body, animal body, and dung from plants. All the 3 points or 3 important structures mixed, and after the mixing, decomposition will start with the help of bacteria, and that bacteria who can create decomposition, we can call it as a decomposer. And at the end of that decomposition, we will get manure, right? So first point, that is inorganic salt, that means fertilizer is made up of chemicals, whereas manure is made up of organic matter. Now, second point, prepare in a factories. See, for chemicals, we know that certain chemical is very helpful or very harmful in nature, right? So for that, we require proper maintenance of that chemicals, right? So that maintenance is required for the proper factories, और इसकी वजह से we have to prepare them in a factories with proper useful nature. Now compared to manure, manure is very easy to prepare. अभी हम बना सकते हैं because it prepared in the field itself. We just need to collect all the things with what we require. Keep it in a one side. Let them decompose. Manure will prepare, right? So here factories require so many techniques are required, so many peoples are required, whereas here simple technique, no one is required. We just need to collect and put it down for decomposition. Now the third one, not provide humus to soil. Now this humus, that means a one kind of liquidy substance which are released from living organism, right? Humus means a liquid substance which are removed from living organism, right? So this humus is very essential. This will helpful in maintaining fertilizer or fertilized soil. Now here, if we are using living cell, that means normal cell, natural condition, that manure, this provide a lot of humus in plant. Lot of humus. Because we are using plant, animal, right? Plant also living, animal also living. Doesn't matter maar diya hai usko, dead, but still humus are there. So humus is very important for the fertilization of soil. Now the last point, rich in nutrient. This one is rich in nutrient. Why? We know. Why? Made up of chemicals. And if I want to make urea in my soil, then obviously I increase the amount of urea through chemicals. So rich in nutrient. अगर मुझे यूरिया, अमोनिया, सल्फेट कोई भी चाहिए जो नहीं है सॉइल में, मैंने ऐड कर दिया with the help of chemicals. So this is very rich in nutrients. Whereas only one drawback is less rich as compared to this one. That means अगर ये बहुत 100% दे रहा है, if this परसेंट दिस गिव 100% richness, so हम इसको बोल सकते हैं 80% nutrients has. So because of it is made up of chemical, that's why इसमें full nutrition, और ये नेचुरल ऑर्गेनिक मैटर से बना है, that's why इसमें कुछ loopholes रह जाते हैं. So this one is the major drawback, but this is okay, right? This is very beneficial. अगर दूसरों को compare करो तो this will be a very beneficial fertilizer. Now coming to the advantages of fertilizer. This fertilizer or manure considered better than fertilizer. How? We know that 1, 2 and 3 positive point and only 1 is negative point, but that is not proper negative point, right? So considering fertilizer, as considered a fertilizer, manure is more important and more in advantages, more easy in preparing, easy to handle, easy to transport, right? So here first is enhance water holding capacity. Enhance, increase water holding capacity. For this, and with the help of this fertilizer, soil can hold much water, right? Makes soil porous. Soil porous means soil के particles के बीच में जगह रहा है. That means gaseous exchange हो सकता है, right? So gaseous exchange or gaseous transportation will be easier in this fertilizer, because this fertilizer make soil porous. Porous मतलब holes करती है, so that manure or atmospheric oxygen or gaseous can easily exchange. Now increase the number of friendly microbes. Friendly, not enemy. Friendly, which are useful in crop. जो क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करता हो, जो क्रॉप प्रोडक्शन में प्रोटेक्शन देता हो, right? That kind of microbes we can call it as a friendly microbes. So this manure increased friendly microbes inside the soil. Last one, improves the texture of soil. We know that already we had discussed. Through this we can increase the soil fertility. So improve the texture of soil. So here up to this, adding manure and fertilization step becomes completed, right? Again I am revising. There are two type of fertilizer or right? First is manure, second is fertilizer, chemical fertilizer. We can call it as organic fertilizer to manure, and chemical fertilizer to we know that made up of chemical. How to prepare chemical fertilizer? In factory with the help of chemicals, so many people and machineries are required. Whereas in organic farming, what happens? Second wala, that any place, anyone can make organic farm. What we require? Only plant body, animal body, dung and excretion of plant or animal, right? That's it. Important point is this make soil very fertile, and negative point of this is this fertilizer become or make soil unfertile or less fertile, because we are adding so much chemicals, and that chemicals are harmful for us, for animals, for plants, everything, right? And the last point, that is advantages. First is water holding capacity increase करेगा. Then second is soil को porous बनाएगा, so that gaseous exchange will possible. Then increase the number of friendly microbes. We know that friend of farmer, that is earthworm. Earthworm also increase, but that is not a microbes, right? Microbes means small organisms or small bacteria. And the last point is improve the texture of soil. So that's it about the third point. So in our next class we will be discussing about the irrigation, that is the fourth point. हो गया पहला preparation of soil be done, Second, sowing, done. And the third one, that is adding manure and fertilization, also done. इतना होने के बाद we just need to give a water, that's it. Water is needed for the proper development, and water is needed for the mixing of fertilizer and soil, so that all the nutrients are taken up by the plant. So that's it about the class. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me. Thanks for looking my video. Don't forget to like it. Thank you.